Three, two, one. Welcome to the Last Live COD Pod. I'm your host, Rush. Here with, down below me, we've got Oxman over here. And
What's up?
we are back from the major. We went and watched the major together. We are back. And wow, what a major. Honestly, this event very much ramped up throughout the weekend with a big Sunday. But yeah, it was a great
Definitely.
major. How are you doing?
I'm almost set, man. I'm crying.
Yeah, I can imagine you're upset, but
It was
Um,
so close.
can't win everything. Um, we'll get into
No,
that
no, no,
later
no.
on.
GG's the Gentlemates. It was an incredible game, incredible
It
weekend.
was it was a great weekend, and yeah, we'll go and start off with Gentlemen. They're the top team on our screen, so we might as well go straight away. So the weekend started off. We got Gentlemates Koi, in a 3-1 game. I really wasn't expecting um too much from Koi against a team like Gentlemates. They're a top team in the game. Um, And we'll talk more about Koi when we go into the lower bracket. Same for Ravens. Um, Ravens really got showed who was boss by on LAN here. I don't know if we have this game right now. There it is. Rio. I'll go and get up the stats for this one if it lets me.
We were thinking thieves.
We were
They're
thinking
back,
thieves.
man. They're back.
Yeah, 3-0 situation. The scoreboard's not coming up. There we go. There's a scoreboard. Big game from Kenny. Big game from Hydra. It was a team diff. I bet your Slasher was licking his lips at this game. Um, just just watching him absolutely get spaffed. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, yeah, once when Ravens and Koi will get into a lot more as we go into the bracket. But yeah, as we go on, we go into the next game. We got 3-0 from Texas against Falcons. That was a surprise for me. I thought Pred would go do little bit more than what he did, but
the
opted go
one
for
thing
it.
to take away from that game was that overload round one where they just sat in spawn for like half the round.
Yeah. Do you want to go talk about that right now about overload and how much it pisses off?
We were shouting. We were shouting at the TV. What I don't understand is why aren't we committing more to getting the point? You know what I mean?
Yeah, people are
Like,
not going forwards as much. That's the one
yeah,
thing we found out with this weekend is that people would. I mean, it's yeah, people aren't taking the risk, and they really
mm,
should have been. Um, you see a lot of people they were going inner on solar, and it was like literally if someone goes to the stance on the top heady, they go and shoot you, or like someone
yeah,
comes through the P4, they shoot you.
like
So
like
we
you're
don't
running
get
into
why they
people from
weren't
two
running
angles
the safer option. And they
from
would
the
have run
outside.
if they didn't have a teammate with them holding their hand. Like,
Yeah.
and there was so many opportunities where they could have just run it. Like, yes, I know you can't know where everyone is on the map at all times, but like, you kind of should be getting the feeling when you go and see three of them mid that they can't rotate that quickly,
Hmm.
or at least they will at the same time. And the other thing as well is that some people would just stop to take a gunfight just before the point, and it's like they can't kill you
Yeah.
that quick. You need to be sending
Yeah,
it to
just
the
run.
objective.
Definitely. And you all love chowing with this pistol. Then fucking shoot with it when
Exactly,
when you're holding the overload
exactly.
device.
That's all we're trying to say is like if you want to use the pistol, just fucking chow with it. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, and then I mean the first couple games they all seemed pretty normal, and then we got an upset for the final game. We got a 3-0 from Minnesota, which first of all they normally love game fives, but they also normally lose game fives. So it was a great
Yeah.
game from them. I actually would really like to look at the stats for that game. What the hell has happened here? Oh, I'm having a mare.
Where is he
There
playing?
we go. I don't know why my computer's going so slow all of a sudden. They were loaned up perfectly fine. But 3-0 from this. This was a big game. Big game from Astral, game from Kremp. And when the ARs don't get smashed, only -1 and then +9, all of a sudden G2 are an actual contender. It's crazy to think about.
Hmm.
And we were actually talking about we were talking looks of a Luca when we saw FaZe get dropped into the losers bracket first round. Um, we were very wrong. But we were talking about it at least. Like at the start of the event, we were thinking, well, I mean, you've got to bring in a Luca then. Um,
Well, you got to do something. You got 3-8.
but
Like,
yeah, big games from the Boston Breach guys, and also on a map like Blackheart as well. You would have thought that someone like Simp would have been frying. Yeah, only person positive on their team. You would have thought that the SMGs would have been doing more, but yeah, it was an AR diff really
the
when
amount
you're
of times
looking
that
at this
they were
game.
falling off the map as well in Blackheart, I don't, I don't know.
Yeah, that was a thing in challenges as well. Just everyone doesn't know how to freaking stay alive, I guess. I'm not too
No one
sure.
knows how to jump anymore. We all just want to jump off.
Yeah, so them games led to us on Friday where we got the lower bracket as we come down here, where we got Falcons versus C9, and this ended exactly how you think Falcons versus C9 would end. Um, Falcons just went and beat C9. C9 do not look good and they really need a roster change. I don't know what
They
roster
need to do
change they
something.
go and do, whether they bring another EU player across or and go and keep it like try and build an EU roster, or if they, I mean, I personally would get rid of probably Mac and
Yeah,
bring in an
get
AR,
rid of Mac.
bring in
Let him
someone like
gone.
a Spar, some. I mean, Spot was getting every single kill in the Telerai Bush game. um, uh, so I'd go for like Spot or someone, just like try and get something different. Um,
Get some fresh blood
I mean,
into
if
the team.
Thieves don't get Neum, then you'd probably be looking at a Neum. Maybe bring
Yeah.
in a Renegade as an SMG for C9.
Well, I
You gotta
mean,
change something. This has been abysmal. Like I, bro, I was giving them props. I was like, all they lose is game fives. But like they have a chance when they come to LAN. Surge have got more wins than you, and Surge look terrible. So I don't C9 blow it up, change one player, do whatever you want. You need to do something because that was abysmal.
you need to move.
Yes,
Like,
yeah, EU players were not making me happy because then FaZe went and beat Boston Breach, which is just like what the hell. Um, Boston Breach,
which is
they
expected.
have, I know it's
It's
expected. We weren't even
expected.
expecting FaZe in this position, but like, what the hell are
That's
the
fair.
EU players doing? Because they've both just gone out top 12. And then I'm gonna skip it quickly. Fucking Koi, go and lose to Miami Heretics 3-2. Aroma, you're talking too much.
Hey, predicted.
We, it was predicted. We'll get into that later on, but like what is happening with the EU players? Like the only reason why there wasn't like an EU team eliminated, all the EU teams eliminated was because Heretics had to fucking play an EU team. Honestly, actually pissed me off this weekend. But yeah, quick thoughts on that.
Just, I went how I thought it was going to go. You know what I mean? I knew Koi were
Yeah,
going to be shook,
gotta
and
give
they
you
were
credit.
shook.
You did go and pick Koi Heretics. You did go and pick Heretics. I don't know what's happened to Koi. They've literally just fell off a cliff. They've just gone from getting shit on to getting shit on, and then they came here and they
Yeah,
got shit on by a better team, and then they got shit on by a worse team, and it just made it very interesting
yeah.
viewing because it was just like, what the hell's happened to Koi? I don't think they make a change, but like Breach and C9 should. But honestly, that was abysmal. And then
They need a talk in the camp. They need to figure some shit out.
what happened to Exceed? Like, did Exceed show up this weekend? Like,
What
honest,
for Raven?
because Ravens lose to Surge.
It doesn't
Vancouver
make any sense.
Surge got their second win of the year, so they are no longer the 12th team in the league. But they like I thought this Ravens team was good. They were unbeaten in 2026. So what happened to them? How are they losing in
Just
this manner?
online. Just
Just on
online.
liners. Okay. Well, we'll have to see when it comes into Major 2, but does it call for a blow up now? If you go lose to um, Vancouver
You
Surge on
lost to
LAN,
Surge. You lost to Surge, guys.
now I'm looking at this, it might be a Lunas masterclass. I did not realize this KD was that good. Holy shit, plus 40! Unbelievable. But yeah, someone help Lurks. I've been saying this since the start of the year. Lurks is one of the real deals. Maybe that's where you go. if you're someone like C9 or maybe even a bit higher up, you go for Lurks, go and get him onto an actual team. Um, if C9
Or
are going to keep on playing like
save him from
this,
Ravens.
yeah, save him from Ravens jail. I actually cannot believe that. Yeah, TJ Haley always get this one, so I suppose that is it. But like, honestly, I was not expecting Ravens to go out 0-2. We had them to go and lose to Thieves, I believe, but like to lose like that was
We had him
must have been
losing to
embarrassing.
FaZe elimination round 3, so we had him.
Oh wow, okay, yeah, so we had it very off. We're going back up to the winners bracket. Ravens were abysmal, but then Paris were showing why they are a top contender when they went and destroyed Thieves. The hopes were high for Thieves. They just beat Ravens 3-0, who are undefeated in 2026. So, oh, they might put up a fight against Gentlemates. No, they got slammed. Minnesota. Oh yeah, we have a chance. We've just beaten FaZe. Let's go with Trioptic. Slammed. it was it was a slamming in
It
this
was a
winners
short
round two.
Saturday, guys. All right.
We knew who the fucking real deal were as soon as that winners round two had come through because Ravens, Thieves and Minnesota did not look the same afterwards. Um,
Definitely not.
I don't really want to say much about that. They just got fucking slammed, and it was just like, what the hell am
You
I
just got
watching?
rocked. All right, you just got rocked for
Yeah.
6 maps.
And then to end that day as well, we had another 3-0. We had the fucking Vancouver Surge showed up how they normally do, and Miami went and 3-0'd them. Slammed once again. Okay, and that was that's how Friday ended. Sorry, that's how Friday
Mm.
ended because then when we got on to, I did that a little bit off because winners round two was after this game here, but um, Vegas Falcons versus Vegas Falcons Vegas Vegas versus Falcons. Jesus Christ. FaZe Vegas versus Riyadh Falcons. There we go. Stellium versus Sim. And Sim got the better of him this time. Uh, uh, oh no, they haven't played yet. No, it was a BZ. It was a BZ he lost to, wasn't it? But yeah,
Mm.
he was on a revenge tour. He went and beat.
Took them both out.
He went and took them both out in the bracket. I'm just going to remind myself because I'm pretty sure this is a Sim masterclass, but it might not be. Oh no, it would have been a Boozer masterclass. Simp plus 11, Abuza 31. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the Abuza. The Zazas um,
Zaza.
both going positive. Um, Keeping Celium needed some help, as per usual. Sure, accident. I don't know. I don't know. He's got
But
the
actually,
talent.
he turns up sometimes.
He turns up sometimes. That's what you want from your top tier teams. He turns up sometimes.
Yeah, he turns up sometimes. He tries. That's something.
Either way, that brought us on to the winners matches, and then we got the elimination round three matches, which we have right here, where we got FaZe Vegas versus Thieves. This is the rematch that I was supposed to be on about with Abizi, where Simp and Abizi, that last time they went and met, it was a Abizi masterclass, wasn't it?
Hmm.
And in this one, it was a Draza masterclass. Oh shit, I thought
Zazas, mate. The Zazas had a good weekend.
Simp, yeah, Simp
Apart
was
from losing.
really good. He was positive all weekend, like an MVP contender. But apparently, Abuza was so much better. Um,
Mm.
yeah, the key point out of this one is 0.63 from Kenny.
We can't
After
protect you
after
anymore.
the
We
after
can't
the
protect them
Ravens
anymore.
after the Ravens series, he got slammed by Gentamates and slammed by FaZe. And yeah, honestly, I thought you were supposed to be better on LAN.
We were holding out for you, just a little bit,
we
but we.
gave you we gave you credit, but like I think Thieves need a roster change. I think now's the
Hmm.
time to talk about it. Thieves need a roster change. It is not great from them. Um, I yeah. Do you have any more thoughts?
You got to make a change. You need a different mentality in that camp.
Yeah, you just need
You
you
all
just
look
need a
like
fresh face.
you all look like you're having a great time. It's lovely you all get along, but eh, something needs to happen. You need some
Yeah,
fresh, just something. A
yeah.
little bit spice
Top six is not something you'll get if you're looking for if you're
if you're
Los
Thieves.
Angeles Thieves. Jesus
Mhm.
Christ. If you're
Been a
Los
long day,
Angeles
guys.
Thieves, yeah, it has been. If you're Los Angeles Thieves, you're not looking for top six. You're looking to go and win the whole event,
Exactly.
and it is actually terrible from them. So
And we had them winning.
we did have them winning.
We had them winning. That's how much we believed in you, Kenny. And that's all you did to us.
Yeah, actually, that's great for a great point that our top six match was our winners final, our grand
Yeah.
final even. Um, so we were a little bit off. That being
Let's
said, we'll redeem ourselves because we did get three out of the four teams right. We just did get in the right order, all the right winners.
yeah.
Um,
We were there. We had it covered.
we were around the ballpark. We just didn't get it exact. Um,
Exactly.
and then Heretics get shown. Well, on the flip side, like Thieves and like you would not be expecting a top six. I think Miami Heretics would be pretty happy with this top six. They went and got an
Yeah.
upset on Koi. They went and managed to go and beat Surge, which I mean that isn't hard, but like um,
And they lose
so
to G2.
so it was a nice easy time for them. And then
Mhm.
they lose to G2, who looked like they on
They were on
LAN they looked
fire.
like the real deal.
Yeah.
Um, the when the AR show up, this G2 team is the real deal. So we'll go down to the elimination semis because um, it's right here. And yeah, FaZe go and beat out G2 in the rematch. Um, yeah. This is the right order. Yeah, I was just making sure.
Mhm.
So this is the first game of Sunday. So um, from what I remember, I'm pretty sure G2 were in like a comfortable position and then lost. If I can even find it, there it is. I'm pretty sure G2 were comfortable. Yeah, they won both the hard points. It was just a Neslo from FaZe, which I mean, yeah,
Mhm.
you got to win that. Um, Key thing from this is that, as I said, the ARs pop off G2 win. If the ARs maybe even spawned into the map, they might have won. Um,
They just
uh,
didn't turn up.
Yeah, well, Skies didn't turn up specifically. Mamba was only -3, so you can't give him
Fair.
too much. But
It's
yeah,
the
if you
cowboy
if you
boots.
look, 11,000, 10,000, 12,000, 11,000, 11,000, 12,000, 11,000, 9,000. Someone's sticking out like a sore thumb.
There's an imposter among us.
And
Uh,
the key point of this one as well, Infinity KD from Abuser as they 6-0'd the final game. Um, I thought that was a nice little touch. Abuser had a great weekend. I'm going to just keep on
mhm.
saying it. He was the shining light of this FaZe team, and there is
Yep.
a reason why I keep on saying that Abuser had an amazing weekend. Abuser, Abuser and Simp had an amazing weekend. So yeah, and then we get into the upper bracket where we have Optic versus
It
Paris
was looking so
Gentamates.
good.
Now
It
this
was
is
looking
part one
so
of the
good.
story. Part one of the story is we went and got an absolute, what would I even
Slamming.
say?
Slamming.
Absolute slamming. Envoy slammed. Ghosty slammed. Neptune mega slammed. Sib, I mean you went neutral. Um, and this was not looking good. After the
This is
map
where I
one,
have hope.
it was a close enough map one, 50 points. Um, Map 2, Dashi pulled out an all-time S&D at the same time as Shotzi pulled out an all-time S&D as they
Where
went and
Hook
won
didn't get a
6-0.
kill.
Hook went 0-5 and won 6-0. It was absolutely miraculous. It felt like Dashi was unkillable, which he was. Um,
Yeah. He could
literally
be
every
done.
single time you peeked him, he was dying. Um, that wasn't any of the. I was trying to see if any of the sniper highlights were here, but they're not. And then the overload as well. They actually started going for the objective, so it was very good by Optic. And at this point, Optic had not lost a map. They were 9-0 for the weekend. Um,
Mhm.
so
And
it
my
was a
vibes were high. We were loving life.
it was great vibes in the household. Um, as it looked like Optic were going to win their own major and go back to back to back, and Merc. Well, I mean, he still did actually. He's
Yeah.
only ever placed out. He's only ever placed top four. He's got
Yeah.
fourth, a third, a first, and now a second.
Mhm. Hang on a
Um,
second, yeah.
Now this might be the greatest series of the weekend. Gentlemates versus Thieves. Unbelievable match. Unbelievable. Um, of
Big on
course
either
it
way.
goes. Of course it goes game five, round 11. But to get to
Mhm.
that point, um, we went through an absolutely insane 4 maps to
Mhm.
then give us probably the greatest map of S&D ever, where I am
Yeah.
going to play the clip. I'm going to play it with a little bit of sound. And here we go. We have Neptune in a 1v3 situation. He goes and gets the first one here. And then in a 1v1 situation with the life on the line, 5-2 down, he goes and wraps the entire map to shoot a boozer in the back, one of the best players of this entire weekend. He gets the perfect timing. So that was an amazing time. So you think, oh yeah, time. Maybe they have a chance because it's now 5-4.
Mhm.
And then the most unbelievable circumstances happen as Neptune goes. I'll just let it play out actually.
This last kill.
That is unbelievable. It's so even production for it was over. They played the end game music.
Brilliant.
They played the end music because it was a 1v2 situation. He should have never he clutched a 1v2, saved Envoy, and aced the whole round. And Neptune, literally, they went 5-2 down and Neptune didn't die the rest of the game. He went a
Mhm.
9 kill streak. And then the final round to go and finish it out after Neptune went a 1v3 and then 1v2 ace to save the game, Civ goes, yo, I want a bit of that as well, and goes and pulls out one of the most unbelievable timings. Unreal timing to hop up at that time.
Mhm.
And then he gets from behind, a 1, 2, gets out as the third gets eliminated, and they let him know what happened. Because that was one of the most unbelievable comebacks of 5-2. We
Mhm.
shook the house. That's how loud we were. But yeah, here we go. Map 5. Yeah, just to go and start, before, when they were 5-2 down, Neptune was 4-6. He ended the game
Yeah.
13-6. He went on a
Mhm.
9 kill streak. It was unbelievable. And as you can see here, yeah, it was just 4 straight. And poor old
Insane
Sim,
turnaround.
who was doing insane before the ultimate comeback. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, honestly, it's so crazy as well because obviously this is like a grudge match for Neptune really, as he got dropped. He didn't even get looked at to be picked up by FaZe as they went for 0-4 and a boozer. But I think they picked the wrong SMG with how he played. That's why I was making so much of a point about a boozer because if they had
Mhm.
Neptune on this in this game, um,
Yeah, it
I
would.
think they would have won this whole
I.
event. Honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, it is hindsight because 0-4 has been pretty solid player, but honestly, Neptune getting snubbed and then doing that to FaZe was
Mhm.
unbelievable. One-man army, literally. And then with that, we go straight to the grand finals, where of course from lower side you get the advantage. Um,
As you do.
you don't get the advantage, but you do get the momentum, and
Mhm.
map picks don't matter that much if you're good at every single map, like Gentlemates are.
Mesa. Yeah.
But one key thing that I want to point out straight away is that they came in hot. If they didn't come in hot in this hard point, they only won the S&Ds in this series. If they didn't
Oh
win that
shit.
first hard point, they only won S&Ds. Yeah, 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 yeah. So literally coming in hot was the one thing that went and won Gentlemates this series and S&D. Now Neptune pulled out some crazy spots. Big shout out to Sib as well, by the way. This series, KD, that was a pretty good one.
Hmm.
Pook not performing too well. Neither's Dashi. I said at the start of the year once again. I said about Lurks. Lurks is the real deal. I said about Dashi. His gameplay's gonna fall off and it might hurt him, and it did in the grand finals. So, but yeah, what map was it where he pulled out the insane glitch spot?
It was Scar. No,
S-
Explosion when he jumped up. When he jumped up on the
Yeah,
left pipe.
he pulled out multiple.
Yeah, so there's the exposure clip when he jumps up on the left pipe
Yeah, it's not
to
coming up
watch
on
over
here.
mid. And then there's one on
Yeah.
Scar mid where he stare glitched sign. But as I see a clip of him saying, he didn't even get a kill from it. He didn't even do anything. He was like, yeah, you still did it. He was still there.
I'm gonna say this right now. Okay, I don't want to hear that because if Shotzi pulled that out, oh my god, he's the
Okay,
greatest movement player of all
we're
time. He
on
plays so much. No, no,
okay.
no.
Hang on, no. We're we're on the idea that if Shotzi did it, we'd all be okay with it. I don't think we would. I think I
Yes,
would
we
hold
would.
him to the
No, no, no,
same.
no.
I wouldn't. I
No,
would hold
no.
him to the same standard
Don't even.
as I am holding
I don't want to
Neptune.
hear it. I don't want to hear it right now.
I will be
Bro,
holding them
if
to the same
Shotzi pulled
standard.
this out, everyone would be clipping it and putting, oh, this is why you put extra time into the game
Nope.
in the custom
Nope.
games. Oh my god, he's the greatest movement player of all time. Oh my god, it's a part of the game, just accept it. Because it's Neptune, everyone's gone and had a problem with it because it was against Optic. If it was Optic doing it to Gentle Mates, no one would have had a fucking problem. I don't care.
No, no, I would have a problem.
Okay,
I hold them to a certain level. I wouldn't expect this from them.
I want that clip for when Optic go and pull out a glitch spot.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's the final moments of the game. It was a great weekend, honestly. It was a great weekend, and I think it's just typical to Neptune. He's obviously working
You
harder
know,
than
of
everyone
course.
else.
Hey, it was a good weekend, good to see, but just and I wouldn't even say that him pulling out these spots were major changes in the game because they weren't.
Hmm,
When he hopped up on the pipe, he lost that round. We 2v1'd him.
yeah,
And when he looked over mid, he didn't get a kill from it. So it wasn't the spots that made them the winner. They obviously played really well
yeah,
and were really good.
yeah,
And they just
absolutely.
outplayed Optic at certain points. Bring it all down onto these spots isn't the issue. That Optic can't. Optic just
Good.
didn't win.
Yeah, Optic just did not have S&D in their blood, and then yeah, as I
Yeah,
said, got one respawn nicked off them, and then all of a sudden,
yeah, it was
all of
shocking.
the hard points, all the S&Ds were taken. It
Hmm.
was a great showing from Optic. It was better than I thought they were going to do because they looked terrible coming into 2026. So
Yeah,
them and
I
Ravens
did
both.
not
It
think
must
I'd
have
see
been
him in
Freaky
grand finals.
Friday. Must have been
Yeah, I
Freaky
didn't.
Friday. They must have hit bodies and then like online and then like as they met up at the event, they went and hit back into their own bodies
Yeah,
and and then Optic went got to where they were. So I would have loved to see what happened if Ravens didn't go and walk into Optic and fucking they might have been in grand finals. But either way, yeah, it was a great event and MVP was Neptune, I believe. Um,
but I also like the fact that it was close. Like these two
yes.
top teams, when you got to nearer the end of it, you didn't know who was winning.
Now I'm going to argue they should have caused a bracket reset and Optic probably would have won the bracket reset, but CDL
Hmm.
doesn't want to do rules properly, so that's on them. But yeah, I mean, there was any other takeaways from the event other than like the bottom teams
Also,
really
get a
need to
better
make a change?
trophy. Get a better trophy, guys. What the
Yeah,
fuck was
you're
that?
right. Yeah, Optic, get a better trophy. Yeah, you should be
Because you
able
know,
to see
if it
this.
was them that won, and this is me saying as an Optic fan, that would be a placement trophy. Of course, they're making the real one.
Yeah, also
So,
make a bigger deal about the trophy celebration. Everyone was walking out of the venue before it was done,
yeah,
and they literally rushed it. It was like, "Oh, here's your MVP. How do you feel? Oh, yep, okay, sound anyway." Um,
yeah. See you later. Bye. Like,
we're not even making a big deal about how Envoy has won with four different teams.
yeah,
He's won with Huntsman, Gentlemates, Thieves, and Ultra. And if Optic, if that scum guy wasn't throwing, he would have won with Optics. So that would have been five teams. Um, um,
I mean, Huntsman was technically Optic, but
if
yeah,
they, did he no, but did he win one with Optic?
not Optic Chicago. No, they lost that. Yeah,
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. If they didn't throw, if they
yeah.
didn't go and line up in front of accuracy, maybe. So blame Formal and Scum. They're the worst players of all time, and Dashi. Either way,
They were too
so
busy high, bro.
Yeah, no two is again high. Um, to end off, we're going to zoom out a little bit. Major one, we ended with 102 points on the leaderboard. We're going to see what that means. But for the Major one bracket, so we got the Gentleman's game right. We got the Ravens game right. We got the FaZe game wrong. We got the
Mhm.
Falcons game right. And then down in lower bracket, well, yeah, we didn't get that right because we thought FaZe were going to be there, and for some reason, Ravens didn't show up. Um, so
Yeah.
we did have Heretics, and we had Ravens go a lower bracket run all the way to the FaZe, which kind of ruined us. Um, on the flip side as well, we had FaZe, we had Falcons beating G2, but FaZe were there, so Simp went and showed Celium where the door was. Um, and then it kind of gets ruined, as you can see. The teams were just in the wrong. We had the wrong teams in the
Hmm.
positions, so we were just never gonna get that right. We managed to recover it again though when we had FaZe winning 3-2, and we got 4 points for that. Pretty happy about that. And then we had on this side, we had um, Optic and FaZe in this situation. We had FaZe getting through. So although that was one of the best maps ever, would have been better for our pickums if we got if we got a FaZe win in
Phase
that game.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. On the top side as well, I'll go and quickly have a look at this. Here we go. Gentlemates should have lost to Thieves for our pickums, but Thieves were terrible. An Optic go and win, but it was a lot closer than we thought. We thought it was going to be a lot closer because we thought it was going to be FaZe.
Yep. Then we thought
Um,
they'd lose to Thief.
and I don't even want to look at grand finals because I know we picked Thieves, and that's kind of embarrassing, but it is what it is. Um, yeah. So let's go and have a look at us on the overall leaderboard. Nope. Major one, 800.
807.
We were 30 points off top.
It's not bad.
I don't know how many people are in this, so I don't know if it's good or bad. We were about 10 points off this guy in 200th. So next major, we're looking to go and be one of the better teams. Okay, there is a lot of teams actually. We did do okay. 4,000 that week, 3,000 that week, 1,000 that week, 5,000 that week. So there is a lot of teams.
Mhm.
400 on week five. We did well on that weekend. And then for the bracket, we were 1,800. Um, so not too bad. Major two, we're coming in stronger. So that's our overall bracket. And yeah, I'm excited to go and see what they do with the GAs now, because apparently the pros are going to be looking into new GAs. Um,
Looking at the maps, changing the map pool.
looking at changing the map pool. So Major 2 might be a very interesting major, especially because we're going to be there, so that'll be nice and fun.
Wait,
Um,
wait, wait.
if everything's changed, as long as the quality stays as good as that Sunday,
Hmm.
I'm okay with everything. Because yeah, we got three games going to the max, and we got a 3-0, which was a fun 3-0. It was actually very fun to watch Optic destroy Gentlemates, and then Gentlemates come back.
Hmm.
So yeah, final thoughts.
All in all, good weekend.
Great weekend.
Very fun. Good weekend of COD. Now it's
Yes,
time for roster changes and GA changes and rank play on the 5th.
absolutely. So next time you see us, that will be it. We'll be talking Major 2, the start of Major 2.
Hmm.
Roster changes, because I guarantee there's going to be roster changes this week.
And
Because a lot of the Challengers players have looked very good.
hmm.
And what were you going to say?
And yeah, also big shout out to Bush in challenges. We were watching that a lot over the weekend as well.
Bush are
And
very entertaining.
yeah, it was very entertaining to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. So, if you don't subscribe, subscribe. If you're not liking, like. And if you're not
Leave a
commenting,
comment.
comment. So,
Tell
yeah,
us how you thought the weekend went.
thank you very much for watching. I'm Rush. This is Oxman. We're Last Life. Thank you very much. Bye.